All right, what's going on, guys? So I'm ready to finally test some cameras here, make sure they're working, clean them up a little bit. For today, what we're starting with are my Canon 8E1s. I'm going with some of my more expensive finds in that last eBay lot that I purchased, the camera lot. I've got 3 cameras here that I just have to clean and test. If you want to see all the cameras that I purchased in this camera lot, you can click the link above. All right, so let's get cleaning. First thing is you're gonna just need some, I just use glass cleaner. Pretty simple, straightforward. There's got some glass elements here. This one comes with the 35 to 75 millimeter lens on it. And not the normal kind of kit that you might see with the 50 millimeter. The other 2 cameras I have that 50 millimeter, I think it's a 1.8 lens on their FD. So we're gonna clean all 3 of these up real quick while you are cleaning your cameras. For sale, give it a once over, check for flaws, look for scratches, dings, dents. What I normally like to do is take the lens off so I can clean both sides of the lens and kind of look at the mirror inside for any damage. What I like to use is a microfiber cloth, and then I always spray onto the actual cloth itself. So I'm just gonna go ahead real fast, nothing special. These are old cameras, so people that are buying them know they're gonna be kind of dusty, if you will. From the outside, looking at this one, this first camera, I do know that there is an issue already. It's missing the film advancer or winder. This one might end up having to be sold for parts, so that's already not a good thing. Again, I purchased all these cameras untested, kind of took some risk. I bought about 15 or 16 cameras. Battery compartment here looks like it's not cracked. Oftentimes in these AE1s, the compartment here where the battery goes could be cracked. This one looks fine, and there you go. So now the camera is essentially clean. The next step is to put a battery in it and test that. The battery this camera takes is the V28PX. You can pick this up on Amazon, any place that sells batteries. Let's see if it works. So far, not good. So this one doesn't, the rewind button, or the rewind is broken off of here, the top part. And this guy is not allowing me to pull the arm here. Okay, so it looks like this one might be for parts, which we already knew anyways, possibly because of this missing rewind arm. Now there's really no more need for me to test anything further. I already know it's for parts because it's not actually letting me press the shutter button or actually pull the arm here. I'm not even gonna go further testing it. Okay, so camera number 2, time to test this one out. Clean up the camera body a little bit. This camera here has the Canon 50 millimeter 1.8 FD, kind of the standard lens you see on an AE1. So far so good. I cleaned it up, looks really nice, really good condition. Pretty hopeful this one's gonna work, so let's put a battery in this one. There's a little button here. If you have a screwdriver, it kind of helps if you just push it. Again, the small little battery goes in. So first thing I'm gonna test is this arm. That sounds good. We're able to pull the arm there. And we're gonna listen for a click. Another good sign. The next step that I like to do is basically check and see that the shutter is opening and closing on the inside. I'm gonna open it up here and look on the inside. This is also another way to double check condition, and wow, this thing's super clean, great condition. So again, what I'm gonna do this time though is inside here, there's a black fabric. Okay, I'm gonna point my camera at a light. When I pull this back, and then press the button in the light, I should see a quick little hole open up. There it goes. Next thing I'm going to check is the film advance. So make sure when I pull it, everything advances forward, and that looks good. And I press the button, and we're good to go. Film advance works. Button works. This is a mint camera. Lens looks good as well. That's all I really test on these cameras. There's not much more to do. This is why I love film cameras. It's very simple to test, and also people don't know how to use them, and people don't know the value of them. So a lot of times you're gonna find these old film cameras that people just think are junk, and they'll sell for 5, 10, 15 bucks, and you could turn around and sell them for $100. Cool, I'm happy about this one. All right, so now the next one is my Canon AE1 program. You'll notice up top it says the program on it. That's how we know that it's a little different than the other one. But ultimately I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna give it a good little cleaning here, take the lens off, mirror looks good, check the glass looks good. And let's give it a quick clean. All the knobs and buttons seem to be here, so that's another good sign. Battery compartment is there. That's a good sign. It's not cracked. This one's very clean as well from what I can tell. And as you can see, it doesn't take very long to kind of go through a couple cameras here. Clean them up, test them, make sure they're working. Hit the lens real quick. Looks pretty clean to me. Now time to test with a battery. Now actually I've never used a program or had a program camera before. So, that's an extra little grip piece that comes on. Interesting, okay. So it is the same. It looked different, I was like confused for a second there. But it does have same battery. When I ship my cameras, I never ship them with batteries. A, to kind of get away from the shipping of hazardous material, lithium batteries or any kind of batteries. And B, weight. I don't want to add weight to my cameras that I sell. So I always say batteries not included. All right, so I got a brand new battery I want to put in just to make sure. Another thing you're going to always check, of course, is battery compartment. All three had very nice battery compartments. No corrosion going on, so we're good there. Put this one in, and let's do this. Cross our fingers. So first of all, we're going to pull the top. Not letting me. All right, so for a second there, I thought I had another bum camera, which I still might, but I just realized the problem. I put the battery in upside down for some reason. So let me try this again. Put the battery in the correct way, like so. Now let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, so I had to figure out this camera. I have not used this before. I've not gotten one of these before, a program. So a couple things, press that button to make sure that it's not already ready to go. Obviously right now I can actually move the arm and it works fine. Press the button and it works, right? Another thing is I noticed I had it on this S setting, I believe it was. If I set it up and do that, this one kind of sets it on a timer, right? So it'll take a picture here in a second. But I am excited because I almost chalked this one up as it doesn't work. Number one, the battery was in wrong. I was like, somehow got that wrong. But number two is it was ready to go. I just never tried the button, never tried to push the button. So make sure that button, oops, let's turn that off. Let's just make sure that button is pressed and make sure you're good to go there. And now this camera is ready to go. I'm pretty excited about that. Again, I'm gonna check it and make sure the insides are good. So number one, checked the arm, works fine, works with the battery, pressing the button, works, fires fine. I'm gonna open up the inside, double check. Again, this one's very nice on the interior as well, beautiful interior. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it so I can see, make sure. I'm gonna see a shutter opening and close. There we go, we're good to go. This one's all set to go as well. Both of these two cameras by themselves could very well pay for the entire camera lot that I purchased. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're gonna be playing with these cameras, checking cameras, make sure they work, showing you guys how to sell them. I love cinematography, I love cameras. So selling cameras online, selling cameras on eBay is a great kind of an outlet to make some extra money on the side, especially in this down economy, being stuck at home. Next time I'll see you, I'll show you guys exactly how I post things, how I take pictures and all of that to get these things online.